Relics, relics, relics. From Anima to Animus, there are so many cool relic weapons in the game already that I could not believe that Square Enix would be able to deliver and create some of the most beautiful versions of that weapon type with the Majestic Mandeville weapons. If I'm being honest, the last stage was certainly a letdown for many jobs, especially the particle effects looked insanely bad, and I was expecting the worst with the recent rendition. All that even though the first non-glowing form presented us a very promising glimpse of what's to come. But I guess it really depends on time budgets more than pure creativity, as it literally feels like Yoshida told the team to push in hard on the Majestic versions as numbers are declining and they need to hype up the game and its content for FanFest. I would still say that overall the Anima relic weapon is the way to go, as their final stages offer some of the most unique and clean designs I've ever seen in nearly all games I played. Just take a look at the Summoner, Dragoon or Strolgen for example, yes, and Dark Knight of course. But Majestic Mandeville delivered, and some jobs' weapons are easily preferable over the final Shadowbringers stage, which I personally liked a lot, but seems lost in the ether because it is insanely tough to get there at the moment due to the lack of participation of players which are required to team up for the big 40 people raids. And that leads us to a question. Having a set of relic weapons relying entirely on tomestones might actually be the big brain move from Square Enix, as the longevity of these weapons is indeed guaranteed, and you can grind these down regardless of being in 7.0 or even in later expansions. On the other hand, it makes the whole idea of working hard for one of the best weapons with a unique design pointless, or at least it disconnects the former specialty of sub-content required to get these weapons. Because if being realistic here again, it started with a 1.5k tomestone grind that was kinda granted for free. But once you start expanding these costs by the same amount, the grind becomes real again, especially if you're hunting down multiple weapons for the jobs you play. So even when the final stage will extend these costs in the exact same manner, 'tis truly a grind, my friend. So all in all, while I always recommend people to get their Anima weapons, especially if you plan your tomestone currency grind as weekly side activity, this is one of the easiest relics to get for the full line. I mean, I assume to have materials and currency for at least 3 or 4 Anima relics stacked up on my Chocobo saddlebag, so I would just have to grind down about 3 hours for the quest line and get them done. However, the Mandeville relic does offer some stats and true in-game power level value right now, especially if you compare them to all the available options. Not only do they outperform the crafted and pentamelded gear, but even the trial weapons don't stand a chance, as you can easily choose best in slot stats for your character when acquiring them from Gerald and Godbird. But the story doesn't even end here, as this recent tier had been the last one for Savage raiding, so the weapons you get from it will be the alpha and omega for Endwalker. However, Square tends to make the final relic stage equal, if not stronger, so you can just grind down tomestones for an equivalent to Savage and Abyssaios weapons when patch 6.55 hits the live servers. So putting that argument and the beautiful design together, I highly recommend grinding down these Majestic Mandeville weapons before that patch comes. Because when the design of the final form is worth it, we are gifted with the most powerful and possibly most beautiful weapon of our job. Because there are already easily some jobs having the best weapons of their arc being introduced with this Majestic stage. Dancer and Reaper come to my mind, but even the Harp Bow, Gunblade or Degen, they're at least on the top 5 spots now. And of course, if you're a true glamour hunter and want to know more about relic weapons and how they fit into the game, or just want to know which one offers the best time to grind relation, check out my videos about that topic in the description. For grinding down those majestic beauties of Mandevillian craftsmanship, just refer to my relic guide of the past stage, because the requirements are basically the same, but just 1500 on top, which seems to be not changing with the next stage too. And for sure, once that stage is being released, I will update the before mentioned video about Relic's time to grind relation. But I can already tell you, Mandeville Relics as a whole stage might be the top pick now, except you're picking out different stages instead of grinding down the whole thing. So keep up the extraterrestrial relic grind, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep loving Final Fantasy.